best fit forward, right? It's just like anything. It's just like going out on a date, right? You're not going to just go out there and just be like blasé. And if you are, then you don't give a crap. You don't care. And that's not good. You want an agent that's going to go, okay, it needs to be perfect. It needs to look like this because I want to sell your house for top dollar. I'm not going to put that sucker online until I have professional photography, until you've taken these things off the wall, because I want to get you top dollar for your house. But this is how we're going to do it. Because if I don't have the right pictures, if I don't market it properly, if I don't have it on social media properly, if I don't have a network to send it to, or an MLS group to send it to, in order to get other agents involved and reactive to your listing, then it doesn't matter. You're going to sell it for lower. There's going to be bidding wars, and you're not going to have the power as a seller to have multiple offers come to you so that you can take the best offer possible. I am Brandy Whitmire. I am a nationwide residential lender. I'm a direct lender, banker, broker. We have pretty much everything under the sun that you can think of, every loan product. If I don't have it, I will send you to the place that does and can help you. So any real estate questions, any lending questions at all whatsoever, always reach out and let me know, and I will definitely get you into the right hands, and hopefully they're my hands and that I can take care of you. But no matter what, I'm always here and always very happy to help. So today I'm going to talk about how to choose a real estate agent. So this topic is very close to me, very important to me, because it's really how I started out in this industry to begin with. So to give you a little bit of background on myself and why I would even be knowledgeable in this, or why you should even talk to me or listen to me about the subject, is I'll give you a little bit of background. Okay, when I first started out in this industry, it was in the year 2000. I started doing this about a little bit over 18 years ago. And how I started is that I interned for a big real estate group, big real estate team here in Dallas, and I worked for free with them because I was so young, while I was doing actually 2 other jobs, selling cell phones and waiting tables. So I knew that I wanted to pursue real estate. Like, I was very interested and very curious about it. So when I started working for them for free, interning, just literally like mailing out their postcards and putting signs in yards, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the business immediately, and I figured out very quickly that this was going to be my life. I knew it. So as I moved forward, I got my real estate license, and I started selling homes just as quickly as I could. Okay, I joined every mentor group I could. I bought all the programs. I shadowed $1 million agents, and I studied and did everything I could to help me learn as much as I could about the industry. So, and I did this until I could make it basically my full-time work, right? So I could quit my other jobs, and I made it my full-time work. And in 2003, I started buying my own real estate and really started diving into real estate investing. Bought my first rental house. I was an agent. I was helping, anyone that I could, or anyone that would trust me. At that age, in 2003, I was barely 22 years old. So it took a lot for me, being young, for people to trust me and for them to purchase the most expensive thing they might even own in their whole entire life. So you can imagine. And I was very young. Like, I look my age now, but when I was younger, I looked like a very young 22-year-old. Looked very, very young. So it was hard. But anyway, it was a challenge, and I was in love with it. So it didn't matter. I didn't even see it really that much back then. But I always tried to be perceived, or be someone that everyone thought was older, more educated. So I worked very hard day and night in order to gain the experience that I needed. And then in 2004, I was dead tired of working with loan officers. So I asked, I was like, so what does it take to be a loan officer? Can I become a loan officer too? Because I couldn't get anybody to call me back. It was a nightmare having to have somebody else in this transaction. I couldn't figure out, like, it was stopping me from being able to do the amount of business that I wanted to do. So they're like, yeah, you just, back then you just fill out an application, you become a loan officer. So I was like, okay, shoot. Okay, well, I will. I turned in my application to Texas Savings and Loan, and all of a sudden I was a loan officer. It's very different now. It's very hard to become a loan officer now But back then it was a simple application, very simple test. I was able to become a loan officer. Well, that was a game changer for me. I was then able to basically double bag every deal. So, I mean, now I'm a 23-year-old. I'm a real estate agent. I'm a loan officer. I've got these important clients coming up. I'm doing both ends of this transaction. And again, I'm only 23 years old at this point. So, being young used to work against me, but at this point, it was a way that it differentiated me, right? So now I'm able to, even if you don't like me or you don't like that I'm young and, and green in the industry, I was saving you 1 to 2 points on the transaction. So if you're buying a $100,000 house and I'm able to save you $2,000, that was a significant amount of money to keep in your pocket. So even if you didn't really like the idea of working with me, you still did, because I was putting so much money back in your pocket and I was paying closing costs. Back then we could do 80-20 loans, which means that there was no money to the table. That's not available now unless you're doing USDA or a bond or you're a veteran. And so there are some ways, right? But at that point, it didn't, whether you liked it or not, I was doing your deal and I was double bagging that deal. It became easier for me because I wasn't having to wait on a loan officer. I was able to write a contract and then do the pre-approval and do everything all in one setting. So it was so much easier for me and for the client that it just became just amazing, really. And it taught me a lot about the business. And being an investor taught me a lot about the business. So again, it made it easy. So, obviously 2008 happened, the crash happened. I moved back to LA. I went and did some technology work again in LA, became a director of sales for whatever. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I still remained a real estate agent and a loan officer and was traveling back and forth from LA and Dallas. But in 2011, the government came down and said, you can only do one of the two. If you're going to originate FHA loans, then you can no longer have your real estate license up, or you can't be on that same transaction. So I had a choice to make. So in 2011, I decided that I was going to go into lending full-time, full force, and focus on it. I wasn't happy about it. In fact, it wasn't, I'm about to celebrate my 7-year here in about 10 days at Homebridge, and it was Homebridge that made me take it down. Not maybe, it was the government, but I'm so glad for that, because I am also a huge proponent of being a master in your craft. So how I think about it now is that being a real estate agent for all that time, still being a real estate investor, gave me like this sort of college that has allowed me to gain so much knowledge into these other facets of the industry that allows me to help people still negotiate contracts, makes me understand how to solve problems quickly, how to help agents, how to mentor other loan officers, how to build my team, and how to make a deal happen. So, which is what I can still do now, but I can do it in a different way. So now I can do 10 loans to a real estate agent's one, because a real estate agent is out there driving people around in cars, showing you 10 to 20 properties, doing all this other like field work, where I can sit behind my desk or behind my phone or behind my screen and negotiate for you and help you, be on the phone with agents, work the deal, help you with your credit score, help you with that. I can work on 40 deals at a time by myself and with my team, of course, but I can do it on my own while an agent is out there literally driving in their car, going to listing appointments, doing all this field work, right? So I decided to do that because I can be mobile and I can still do all these things, right? So 18 years later, I couldn't be happier with my choice, right? I'm in love with what I do. And, if you know me at all personally, you've probably heard me say this before, but when people ask me what I do for a living, well, at this point, I ask them, are you living under a rock, right? If you know me personally, you see me online. If you don't know what I do, I am severely irritated because I work so hard to make sure everyone knows what I do, right? If you don't know what I do and you know me personally, you see me online, then I have not done my job, and neither has my team. So anyway, so I say that now. But secondly, really, it's such a weird thing for me to say, what do you do for a living with someone I don't know? And I have to say mortgage, right? And it's such a weird word to me, the word mortgage. I can't believe I do that for a living. I do mortgage. Like, that's such a, like, what? It's a really crazy answer for me, because I forget every day that I do mortgages. Like, I lend money on homes for people to buy houses. Weird. I don't even see it. And it's because what we do every day is we help people do things they didn't think possible. We help people buy homes. We help people fulfill the American dream. We help people get into houses in the right school district. We help people through marriages, through divorces, through their kids moving out of the house, through putting their kids through college, through becoming financially stable, whether it be through becoming an investor or paying off debt or renovating their house or saving for retirement or whatever the case may be. Those are the things that we do. When people call in, we're really knee deep in their lives, in their credit, helping them build their credit score, helping them have better financial security, helping them through, getting out of college, finding that new job. I mean, that's what we do. And that is like the meat of it. That is like what I'm passionate about. This is what I love it. So having to say that I do mortgages is weird because we help people through every single moment of magic or of hardship of their lives. So at the end of the day, that instrument for me, or that vehicle for me, is doing a mortgage. Okay. I mean, I run a team and I have associates that depend on me. Some of the best marketers and mentors on the planet are my personal friends. I stay off top of the marketing and the AI and the security and all that every single day and put that into my business. But at the end of the day, we're doing mortgages. So I tell you all this because I've been in the shoes of the marketer, the real estate agent, as the lender, and we work with real estate agents all over the country. So when you're looking for a real estate agent, which now I know I just rambled on, but this is the meat of it. When you're looking for a real estate agent, there are several things that you want to think about or you want to pay attention to. And it could be just as simple as, do your personalities match? Just as simply like, do you get along? I can't tell you how many people I match because I'm like, you're going to get along with this person. You all have the same vibe. You have the same feel. And they're going to be able to communicate with you the way that you want to be communicated with. They're going to be able to take care of you. If you're a direct person and you don't like a lot of fluff, then if you need more hand-holding, I know that we match people with personality. But just like any industry, there are good and bad real estate agents. There's good and bad lenders, mechanics, builders, plumbers. There's good and bad people in general, right? So it's very important that you mesh well in this type of transaction because the stress is so high. Like the stress of buying a home is so high. So you need a professional that takes away a lot of that stress. You need professionals and lenders and real estate agents and that work together that bring that stress behind and let you think that everything's going great as long as it is. And we're working it out on the back end. So you're going and doing what you do, your job, and we can do ours. And it's the least amount of stress and hassle for you possible, right? So you want to ask questions and you want to do your research. How long have they been in the business? Now, is how long someone has been in the business, is it relevant? Is it important? Yes and no, okay? It really doesn't matter the amount of time, right? Or the time frame that they've been in the business. They could have had their license for 15 years, but they just started selling a year ago because they were a stay-at-home mom or whatever. So you have people that playing off this type of time. So what you really want to know is, if they're new, do they have mentors? Are they working with a reputable team? Do they have a go-to person in their branch or as a partner, or as a team member that they can go to, answer questions to fight for you when the time comes? Because it will come. Are they working with resources and do they work quickly? I really think that you should be working with someone that has 8 years experience at this point. And the reason being is that there's an ebb and flow of the market, right? There's been highs and there's been lows. You want someone that knows how a house works, how negotiating works, how to assess any issues that come up in the process and work for you through that process and has a good reputation of doing so. And that is focused on results. So, for a listing agent, it doesn't matter how many houses they've listed, how many listings sold, how many of those houses sold, and for what price point. Did they put it on the market for 200 and then it sold for 190? That 5% difference. What you don't want someone who's going to tell you what you want to hear. You want someone that's going to tell you, just as a lender, you want an agent to tell you, you've got to take these pictures off the wall. You need to move this couch over here. You've got to put this stuff in storage. This house needs to be staged. This house is not going to sell for what I get it that your house is the best one in the neighborhood, but this is the price for your house. Do you want 100 people walking in and out of your house in the next for weeks and months, or do you want to sell it quickly? What kind of marketing do they do? Research, stalk them online, ask them for examples of listings that they have sold, for marketing examples of real life marketing examples that are current and past that they've sold, so that that whenever you're putting your house on the market, you've got the best fit forward, right? It's just like anything. It's just like going out on a date, right? You're not going to just go out there and just be like blasé. And if you are, then you don't give a crap. You don't care. That's not good. You want an agent that's going to go, okay, it needs to be perfect. It needs to look like this because I want to sell your house for top dollar. I'm not going to put that sucker online until I have professional photography, until you've taken these things off the wall, because I want to get you top dollar for your house. But this is how we're going to do it. Because if I don't have the right pictures, if I don't market it properly, if I don't have it on social media properly, if I don't have a network to send it to, or an MLS group to send it to, in order to get other agents involved and reactive to your listing, then it doesn't matter. You're going to sell it for lower. There's going to be bidding wars, and you're not going to have the power as a seller to have multiple offers come to you so that you can take the best offer possible. There's a lot of times right now that offers are being accepted, contracts are being accepted for higher than the appraised value and asking price. And that's the reason why. Not that that's good or bad, but driving up appraised value is here or there. It's a touchy subject, but that's what's happening, and that's what you want for you. You want someone that can work for you as a listing agent. On the buyer side, even on the seller side, you want someone who knows how to negotiate. What are their negotiating skills? Are they a bulldog at negotiating? Have they taken care of problems before? Do they have enough experience, or does their team have enough experience that when a problem comes up, like a pricing issue or a repair issue or something with foundation, or title issue, do they have the right resources to go back and eliminate fears from that other person? Whether maybe your agent is going against another green agent, someone that's brand new, right? Is your agent going to be someone that can work with that other agent to educate them and go, it's okay, it's this repair, but here's how we're going to fix it? Are they going to be able to have the resource to fix it, negotiate it, take away that fear, eliminate the problem, so that you can get it sold, so we can get to closing? There's so many issues that I see all the time where I'm like, why is this a problem? It's an easy fix because I know how to fix it, or I know how to get it done. And that's just based off experiences. It's just based off me having so many problems so much. So being able to fix things quickly. So are they able to negotiate? Are they a master negotiator? That's huge. Are they passionate about real estate? Why are they in this industry? If it's for the dollar, the money, it's the wrong thing. It's the wrong person. Because I'll tell you what, you need someone that's wanting to work for you. And if an agent is doing enough business, their worry is never about that dollar. I promise you. The best agents I know don't even think about the money. They don't think about that dollar. The dollars are there. And the focus is on the clients. And the outcomes speak for themselves. The most successful agents and lenders that I know are 100% commission, obviously, but they put most of their money back into their business to make it more efficient. That could be through hiring more people, hiring the right people, doing the right marketing, having the right technology available, and doing whatever it takes and spending however much money it takes to best serve their clients effectively and efficiently, and building their reputation as a market leader and expert. Okay? This is imperative. Now, going back to technology, technology could not be more important. Security and technology could not be more important in this industry right now. So you need to make sure that your agent, when you're talking to your agent, how do they look online? If you have an agent saying that they're going to market you and doing all this, but yet they haven't marketed themselves correctly online through LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, their website, no. Because right now, speed is going to win. Technology is going to win. Communication is going to win. That you want it, being savvy and on top of the game of communication is imperative, or you're going to miss out on the house that you were looking for, or on the offer that you wanted as a seller in order to sell that home or buy that home. Another thing you want to think about with when searching for an agent is what areas do they work in? Okay. If you have an agent that that's selling $1 million homes in an affluent area, and you're buying a $100,000 investor condo in an inner city area, do you think that's going to be a right fit? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe that's where they started. Maybe they do have expertise. But the most agents I know are not going to take that, not because it's a $100,000 listing, but because you're going to be better served by someone who is a bulldog in that area, in that neighborhood, in that price point. So that's something to think about too. That's here and there, but most agents I know are going to refer that out and say, hey, this is the person that you need to talk to. And if you have an agent that's just willing to take any low-hanging fruit anytime, that's going to be an issue, because again, being master focused on your area and that price point as an agent is imperative, because they are actually in the field. You want someone, especially if you're selling a home, you want the seller's agent to know what's coming in the market, what's come out of the market. What if an appraisal came back and it was totally wrong? Again, there's good and bad of everybody, right? So there's bad appraisers too, okay? But what if an appraisal came back and they used comps that just weren't viable, right? You want that agent to go, no, here's a comp, here's what's come in, here's what's listed for sale right now, here's a hip pocket listing. Hip pocket means it's not completely on the market yet. And the same as a buyer. If you're looking in an area, you want someone that is well versed in the area, because they're going to know what's about to come in, because they have a network of agents. They're going to MLS meetings. They're getting inner city office emails that saying, I'm about to put this thing online. We're staging it. We're getting it ready to go. Anyone looking for a 4-bedroom, 2-bath in this area at this price point? Okay. So they're already putting out those feelers. Sometimes these houses go for sale before it's even done. So having an agent that knows your area, and if you're selling a home and buying one, you might not use the same agent. You might, or you might not. But it just depends on the area and what they are well versed in. So, again, it's very important. All these aspects are very important in working with a real estate agent, and anyone in your life, really. An insurance person, a lender, anyone. You want someone that's going to work for you. You want to make sure you're doing your due diligence. If you want me to do the due diligence for you, I will. I work with a slew of, all over the country. We're nationwide, of amazing agents. I have networks of amazing agents. If you are an amazing agent and you want to work with us and be on our list and get vetted out with us, please contact me. We help with marketing material. We help with online advertising. We help you sell homes and get buyers in homes. We have all kinds of options and cool stuff to help you as an agent, help you as a buyer, help you as a seller. So, how do you find those agents? Again, you can ask me, or go online and look in your neighborhood for agents that sell in your area. Drive around. If there's a certain person that you see a lot of signs, reach out to them. It may or may not be that person. Of course, we don't want to always go with the most popular person in the area, right? Because then you're kind of monopolizing the area with one agent. And I don't, that's neither here or there, but that's something I think about. I'm just not going to go with the most popular person in that area, because you want to give other people a chance. And, you should interview several people in the area. But go to open houses in your neighborhood. Go to open houses in the neighborhoods that you're looking for, because those people are the ones that know who the neighbors are like, what the school district's like, what's going on in that area. So there are many ways. And again, stalk them, look at them online, find them, and figure it out, and there's a point to giving that newbie a chance too, right? There's a new person. Doesn't mean that they're bad. I was a new person too. And people took a chance on me, and I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. I had to manipulate myself in order for more people to take chances on me, and I'm so glad, because the more business I've done, the more knowledgeable I've become, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for my clients, my team, and everything. But any other knowledge that I can shoot out to you or give you, I'm happy to do so. I hope that this was beneficial and helpful to you. One more thing I want to say is, online, we can put ourselves online to be an expert. It's just like anyone can. So don't fall into the trap of the perception that you see online with agents, or anyone for that matter, because it's easy to appear as an expert, right? Online. Number one of this person in this area, whatever, says who, says when, says where, says what. Like who said that? You said that, and it's online. You read it, so you believe it. They put $10 behind a Facebook ad saying that they were the market industry leader, and you believe it, right? Do a little bit more due diligence of that, because the right person is more than just a fancy graphic saying that they're number one and the best, right? Talk to them, interview them, make sure you match, make sure you mesh, and reach out to us. anytime for any real estate and mortgage questions. We are always here. And I hope to hear from you and talk to you soon. And I'll talk to you next Wednesday.